All right, I think we finally got this tech issue figured out. I am going to give a couple of minutes for people to rejoin. Thanks, Thomas. I'm going to give a couple minutes for everybody to get rejoined. That was one of the craziest tech issues I've ever had. My computer would not restart my camera after I rebooted. So I had to reboot 3 times and then plug in a webcam and then unplug the webcam. And for whatever reason, then I restarted the stream and the sound wasn't working. And now it seems like we have everything back. So I'm going to give another 2 minutes for everybody to rejoin. I'm really sorry about that tech issue. But it looks like everything should be up and running now. And hopefully that took care of all of the issues. See, we have 9 people back in the stream. We had like 30 people in the stream, so I do want to give another couple of minutes for everybody to restart. Let's up the ante while we're waiting for everybody to rejoin. We're gonna add 2 blaster boxes as an apology for the tech issue. So while everybody gets rejoined, let's start ripping some we'll start ripping some blaster boxes. Somebody just asked me for the link. Let me see if there's a way I can send that. My videos live. That brings up Yogi Vivas. Okay. All right, let's rip. We got 18 people back in here. We still only made it halfway through the but I still want to give time for people to rejoin. So let's rip a blaster while I give a chance for everybody to rejoin. And we'll add a couples. Went on to the other waiting, told them to just log out and return. Thank you, Darren, for doing that. Looks like we're back up to 20 people in here. So it seems like most of the people have figured out the correct stream, but we'll give them another minute and we'll rip some add-on blaster box while we wait for them to find the correct stream. And we are in the blaster box, starting with a Nick York Rookie of the Year favorites die cut. We have a Peyton Eels and Osbel Gonzalez Chrome. Couple of decent prospects there coming out of the first blaster pack in Chrome. Peyton Eels already now on the board twice between the hobby box, first half of the first hobby box, and the first pack of the blaster box. I really appreciate everybody's patience through that. That was one of the weirdest tech issues I've ever had. We have a Jefferson Caro, top 100 insert, Cade Horton, and Nate Nankill. So it looks like we're seeing some of the same guys that we were seeing in Hobby Box number 1, in Blaster Box number 1. We have Chrome of Jackson Humphreys and Malcolm Moore. Maybe a little preview of what might be to come in the second half of that hobby box with Malcolm Moore if the collation stays the same. We have a Reptilian and an insert here. Hagen Smith on the Greatness Loading insert. Jack Penny on the Chrome, and Kevin Castillo on the Reptilian. So for those of you guys who are just rejoining, I am currently ripping a blaster box as and apologies for the delay. We have an Adele Amador Rockstar Rookies, Alejandro Rosario, and David Ortiz Jr. So we're going to rip 2 total blaster boxes in this break. This will be the first one, and then we will finish this hobby box before we rip another one. We have a Travis Bazzana VIP insert, and Anderson Brito and Chinwei Lin adding Chrome cards. So very similar Chromes in that first blaster to the Chromes that we've had in the first hobby box. Is everybody's stream looking better now that we've gotten through all of the tech stuff? And camera's working, volume's working, everything looking sound okay? All good. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Anthony and Takumi. All right. Looks like. Thank you, Josh, as well. So let's get back now into the hobby box. Yeah, we had that issue a couple of weeks ago, and then I upgraded my internet here, which seemed to help. And then I've also been rebooting my computer before all of the breaks. So hopefully between all of that, that takes care of that stream lagging issue. All right, back to the hobby box. We have an insert of Jace Young Rockstar Rookies, Braylon Payne, and Humberto Cruz Chromes. We have a top 100 Leo DeVries, Luis Pena getting on the board for the first time in Chrome, Blake Walters, Sebastian Walcott, and Romeo Sanabria Chromes. All right, so we have the Yankees Angels on in the background today. I don't normally put the Yankees on, but since we're 10 o'clock on a Monday night, there wasn't a super big choice here. So we have some Yankees Angels on. And while I was fixing all the tech issues, apparently I heard, I don't know if there are any Angels fans here that can confirm this, but the Yankees announcers said that apparently Nolan Schanuel was having trouble waking up for day games at a certain point at the beginning of the season, and he was just playing really badly, so that the manager just wasn't playing him during day games. That seems like a wild situation for a professional athlete to be going through. And they sat him down and talked to him, and I guess he's doing better with that now. I don't know if he was going out and partying or something. It's an interesting note on Schanuel. We have Chase DeLauder, top 100, goes to the insert-only spot. Chase Burns, Slade Caldwell, first time on the board in Chrome. We have Jesus Madej, first time on the board in Chrome, so getting some big names here. Giancarlos Lara. We have a Chase Burns VIP. Romeo Sanabria, first on the Reptilian. And Jake Lines adding to his autograph with a Chrome first. Looks like we're back up to 32 people in the live, so that should be everybody. That was about the max that we had before pre-tech issue. So thank you. Well, now that we have everybody back in here for dealing with that one with me, we have one more stack of cards from the first hobby box. And then we're going to do a second additional blaster box for anybody who is figuring things out of how to get to the correct stream. We just ripped one extra blaster box. I'm going to rip 2 extra blaster boxes tonight as thank you for you guys for joining, but then also as a thank you for dealing with the tech issues. So we have another Jace Young insert here, Rookie of the Year favorites die cut, Nibel Mariano and Jacob Wright Chrome firsts. We have a greatness loading rookie card of Dylan Cruz, Marcos Torres, and Luis Morejo on Chrome firsts. Kyle DeBarge and Owen Wild Chrome firsts. So some good names there. Anthony, what are your thoughts on Soto? You getting concerned at all yet about the start, or you think it's just a matter of time, a matter of days before he figures it all out? Not worried. I totally agree. There was a short period of time where I was slightly concerned about Francisco Lindor when he first came to the Mets and his struggles. Um, for some reason, I'm not as worried about Juan Soto. I guess he's just a different caliber of player. You would hope, but I feel like Met fans are pretty calm about the whole situation. Lindor was slow when he arrived, also, yeah, for sure, and he has definitely figured it out in a big way. All right, we have an Aiden Miller. Maybe that's why the fans are being so calm about it. We have a mini diamond first of Victor Rodriguez, Jacob Bresnahan, Chrome. We have a red rookie of Jhonkensy Noel and a James Wood insert. Josue Briseño, Chrome first. Wenhui Pan. Jefferson Caro, top 100. Bryce Rayner and Alex Mooney finish up box number 1. Need a regular center fielder and a DH? Yeah, I mean, when Winker's back, I'll be excited for that. Regular center fielder, I like Tyrone Taylor. I mean, I'm good with the defense first, and if he produces a little bit with the bat, then that's great. I don't know how much longer a series is going to be out. Let's go with a second hobby box to keep things moving along, and I will rip that second additional blaster box soon, probably after this box. But for anybody who needs to, anybody on the East Coast who doesn't want to stay up until midnight with us, I want to keep things moving along. This is the break that started at 10. Keep exploring. We are now entering hobby box number 2 of the night. A little bit slower today than usual after some tech issues, but we're moving now. Let's save the jumbos for last, Thomas. I am okay with that. That means 6 autos at the end after 3 autos at the start. Our first auto of the break was a Jack Lyons base autograph, so we'll try and improve on that in number 2. We pulled a Samuel Basayo Aqua Shimmer in pack number 1, and then even the color chrome well ran dry there. Beatty is definitely starting to heat up. For some reason, I really never wanted to give up on Beatty. I mean, his exit velo and his underlying numbers are so good. We have a James Wood insert, Rockstar Rookies. Oh, how about that one? First packs have been good on the color. Conrad Kaysen on the titanium chrome refractor, number 68 of 100 for a nice prospect there. Caleb Lomavita getting a chrome first. We have an insert of Ronald Acuna. Yafri Rodriguez, top 100. Chenwei Lin and Yumin Lin getting chrome firsts. And Anderson Brito and Gregory Barrios adding chrome firsts as well. Very nice Conrad Kaysen there. Congrats to that spot. I love that number to 100 pattern that they added in draft last year. Glad they kept it around in 2025. For as many of the recent additions that I think can be silly, I like the titanium. Is this 15? Yes, this is 15, Patrick. We have one Cruz insert on the board so far. That is the only Cruz I remember pulling so far out of the first hobby box and a quarter. All right. I see some fuchsia coming up here in paper in the back. We have a Ralphie Velasquez top 100. Robert Calles chrome. Aspel Gonzalez back on the board for the second time in chrome. We have a Richard Maddich and Cameron Sullivan chrome. And Jonah Tong, who was asking for Tong before. Numbered 83 of 175 on the pink Tong paper. So Tong getting some color tonight. We have a Colt Emerson VIP and more Met hits. Carson Benj on the Reptilian with a Carlos Tavares chrome behind that. Anthony, congrats getting some Jonah Tong color. Yankees, I thought they said Ben Rice looked like he might have hurt himself before, but got up for another at bat, so I guess he was fine. This is box number 2. We still have 3 more boxes to go after this. And in addition, we had some tech issues, so I was already planning on adding a blaster box. We are now adding 2 blaster boxes to this break. So we are 1 blaster box and 1 1/4 hobby boxes into the break. Definitely the least I could do for everybody staying patient while I took like 5+ minutes resetting the stream. All right, here we go. We have a sky blue paper coming up. We have a Luis Pena paper, rookie sky blue. Ha-Seong Kim had a nice RBI hit against the Mets in the 12th or 13th inning, whatever the Mets lost in on Friday. Number 33 of 499 on the sky blue paper. Thomas Sajazi, Rockstar rookies, Jared Sundstrom and Cody Freeman, chrome firsts. Top 100, Thomas White. Sammy Stafora getting on the board in chrome. Franklin Arias, there we go, on the board in chrome for the first time. Hagen Smith and Christian Moore chromes. Did anybody catch that Apple TV Mets-Dodgers game on Friday? That was one of the weirdest baseball games I've ever seen. For anybody who missed it, there was a play in the outfield. There were 2 weird plays in the outfield. First one was a ball where Tyrone Taylor and Soto bumped into each other and juggled the ball, and Michael Conforto was on second base and tagged after the ball had hit off of Tyrone Taylor, but before it was caught, and they called him out, but then reviewed it and called him safe because apparently there's a rule that was put into place in the 1880s where if you juggle a ball, the first touch is what matters. So the batter can tag after the first touch, not when the catch is made. Because apparently there was somebody in the 1880s who would just juggle the ball into the infield so runners couldn't tag up to the next base. That is certainly a rule. I thought I knew everything when it came to baseball rules, but I had never heard that one. All right, let's see what we have in row number 2 here. Emmanuel Rodriguez, top 100. Zaire Hope chrome on the board for the first time. Didier Fuentes. We have a Jackson Chourio Future Stars. We have a wave refractor of Chung-Chi Chang, number to 350. Samuel Basayo chrome. Connor Griffin Greatness Loading, and Blake Wolters Reptilian with a Jose Perella chrome behind that. Yeah, it was very strange. And then the other weird thing that happened in the outfield in that game was there was a tag where the runner was thrown out at home. Teoscar Hernandez threw out Starling Marte, and they overruled it because they said that Max Muncy was standing in the line of view of Marte, so he wasn't able to tag right off of the catch. Some wild tag rules in that Friday Apple TV game. I went on after that to see if the guy that they mentioned who they made the bobble rule for had any baseball cards. And apparently there were baseball cards in the 1800s. And the guy did have one. He was actually a Hall of Famer. So his cards were selling for like $600-ish, I think. So I didn't end up picking one up. But I never knew that there were 1800s baseball cards. So I learned a whole lot thanks to that game on Friday. We have a Kumar Rocker Rookie of the Year favorites die cut. Jonathan Long and Yafri Rodriguez getting chromes on the board for 2 nice prospects. Walker Jenkins on the VIP. Will Simpson and Chase Mobley chromes. Still looking for our auto out of this box. We have an Andrew Painter and a Quinn Matthews, 2 big-time pitching prospects there. There was a nice walk-off today for the Mets with both of their RBIs against the White Sox coming on sac flies by Soto and the walk-off sac fly by Lindor. So the guys on the top of the order at least able to produce some sac flies. Opened a portal. That's the truth. All right, still looking for our autograph here. Looking for color on our second autograph after the first hobby box had a base. I see a lot of potential color in this stack. So let's see if one of these is our autograph. Starting off, we have an insert greatness loading of JJ Weatherholt. We have an X-Fractor of Manny Ramirez's son, Lucas. Connor Griffin on the chrome. We have a blue coming up. Can this be the auto? Yes. And it is a nice one. PJ Morlando, first round pick for the Marlins. Number 110 of 150 on the True Blue PJ Morlando auto. That is a beauty. Hit of the break so far with a Caden Kendall and D'Angelo Ortiz behind that. Alejandro Rosario getting a lime green to $3.99. Jesus Madej, top 100. Emilian Petrie and Travis Bazzana on the chromes to finish off stack number 3. But beautiful hit there on the PJ Morlando. True Blue auto. I saw my first Bowman card was pulled this week, or my first Bowman auto. So I knew that was not going to be number 1 of 150, but Morlando, 110 of 150 for the 16th overall pick. We'll get that one front and center as the biggest hit of the break so far. That is pretty, as Takumi said. Our X-Fractor, Lucas Ramirez. And let's go to row number 4 of hobby box number 2. And let's see what other hits we still have to come in this much nicer hobby box number 2. We now have the Conrad Kaysen Titanium and the PJ Morlando True Blue auto from this box. Let's see if we can add any other big hits here. We have an Adel Amador Rookie of the Year favorites. We have a Justinson Ramirez getting on the board in chrome for the first time. Jose Perdomo, chrome. Kevin Alcantara, greatness loading. Walker Jenkins, chrome. David Ortiz Jr., chrome. Javier Magallon and Malcolm Moore, both adding chrome. And 3 more packs from box number 2. Do we want to go right to the next hobby box, or should we take the break after this and go added blaster before we jump into hobby box number 3? All right, we have a mini diamond coming up here at least. Charlie Conrad on the board in the VIP. Tink Hence getting the mini diamond. George Clausen base chrome. We have a red rookie coming up here, and it's Adrian Del Castillo. Yermi Cabrera, Cam Smith chromes. Top 100 Cole Young, Seaver King, and Hyung Suk Jang finishing off box number 3, or box number 2. Blaster, says Jeremy and Patrick. All right, blaster number 2 coming up now. And then we'll finish off with one more hobby and 2 jumbos. Both jumbos and 7 more guaranteed autographs to come. Let's see if we can get anything exciting out of the blaster. Apparently, Jeremy is misspelled. Really? I did not notice that. Is it not Jeremy? Is it something else? Yeremi, Jeremy. Interesting. So what's the correct spelling then? Oh, Y. You wrote it Yeremy. Interesting. I didn't notice that. I think I might have seen a blue pattern there, so we're gonna get at least something numbered out of Blaster Box number 2. What else are we gonna get? Gary Gill Hill and Dylan Fine getting chromes. Blue pattern is Shota Imanaga. Good looking blue on blue there for the Imanaga spot. Number 52 of 125. Cole Young, top 100. Jesus Tolero and Sean Keys chromes. Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites on the die cut insert. Bo Walker and Connor Griffin chromes. Ben Rice paper in there. All right, so Bo on the board for the first time, in addition to a few other guys, Tolero, Gary Gill Hill. Shota Imanaga getting a blue paper refractor. Blue pattern. And 3 more packs coming. We have a guaranteed Reptilian. Is there going to be anything else hit-wise here? There's that Reptilian. We got some sirens in the background. Maybe that'll mean something big out of the blaster. That would be cool. I don't think so, though. All right, we have a Chase Burns VIP, a Smith Pena, and Max Clark Chrome. Dylan Cruz back on the board in a Rockstar rookie. Second insert for him, Tink Hence and Steven Echevarria Chrome. We have a Jacob Wilson greatness loading, so a couple of nice rookie inserts in this box. We have Victor Rodriguez and Corey Lewis on the Reptilian, so a couple of refractor hits for Corey Lewis now. I believe he got maybe our X-Fractor in the first box, and now adding a Reptilian. I believe that spot goes to Vin tonight, if I remember correctly. So a couple of hits for him. Greatness loading of Wilson and Dylan Cruz, Rockstar rookies. All right. And we are going to Hobby Box number 3. So far, Box 2 gave us a beautiful autograph with the PJ Morlando. Box 1 gave us the Jack Lines. Let's see, on average, if we can make it a nice Hobby Box night. Takumi has the Lewis spot tonight. All right, I stand corrected. It is not go to Vin. The Corey Lewis spot and those 2 hits are Takumi's tonight. I'm trying to think who I was thinking of. I'll remember when I see it. All right. Hobby number 3. Starting us off, we've had a refractor hit in the first stack in the first 2 boxes. Let's see what we'll have here. Adel Amador, Rockstar rookies. Lucas Ramirez and Cameron Sullivan chromes. We have a Drew Jones top 100. Corey Lewis again on the chrome and Carlos Tavares. And Kevin McGonigal getting on the board earlier tonight and Caleb Lomavita. So there's been a few breaks where it's seemingly taken forever to get Kevin McGonigal on the board. Tonight we get him on the board in box number 3. Let's open up some more top loaders. Caden Kendall. No. Oh, whenever I see it, it'll jog my memory. Ohtani led the game off with a home run again today after leading the last game of the Mets series off with a home run. He's kind of good, isn't he? We have a reptilian coming up here. Still looking for all of our color out of this one. I should probably raise that camera a little bit so we can see the PJ Orlando on the screen. Let's do that. There we go. And here we go. We have an insert. Zaire Hope, top 100. Winston Santos on the board. David Ortiz Jr. Travis Bazzana on the insert. Jack Caglione and Malcolm Moore on the board in chrome. Sky blue. Josue Briseño first. Nice prospect there. Topps Now is available tomorrow. Is there from which one? Is this the one I'm in? Trying to figure it out. Yeah, so there was only one break tonight. We had a couple of streaming issues. So as long as you were in the eBay auction from tonight, you are in the correct stream, Harrison. Sorry about the confusion with the streaming issues. We have a Connor Griffin VIP and Johnny Lavelle on the reptilian. Nice reptilian there after a nice sky blue. Osbel Gonzalez chrome. Couple of nice names there with Osbel Gonzalez, Malcolm Moore, and a non-first Cags chrome. Then a couple of nice hits in the Johnny Lavelle reptilian and the Briseño sky blue paper. Top 10 Dodger prospect, another Dodger catching prospect. Who else am I thinking of? Teheran Lorenzo. Any Julios yet? Julio, J-Rod Julio? Not that I have seen. Not that I remember seeing, I should say. Guessing they'll make a card for Ohtani's back-to-back leadoff home runs. Yeah, that sounds like a thing that Major League Baseball would make sure happens with how much we all love Ohtani. I saw a post on Thursday saying that in New York we got no local streams this weekend, all national broadcasts. So no Keith Ronnie and the booth, but everybody just going crazy over Ohtani the whole weekend on our streams. All right, we have a Luis Angel Acuna Rockstar Rookies, Jesus Lopez chrome first, Samuel Basayo, Madej there in paper, Hagen Smith top 100, Yansel Villarroel and Jose Perea chrome firsts, Walker Janik on the board for the first time in chrome, and Cody Freeman. And they certainly did goad over Ohtani all weekend. And he really didn't. I mean, besides that home run that he hit to lead off the Sunday game, he really didn't do all that much in the series. He had some big opportunities in big spots, including a couple in the extra inning game on Friday, and really didn't do much in the series. David Peterson really had his number on Saturday, struck him out multiple times. Keeping things moving here. Sebastian Walcott, top 100. Cobb Hightower, who I've heard some pretty good things about recently in the chrome there. Chase Mobley. Conrad Kaysen on the board to add to his platinum. Quinn Matthews on the board for at least the second time, if not third. Leo DeVries, Greatness Loading, and Paulinho Santana on the reptilian. Didier Fuentes on the chrome. Anybody get their Pope cards in the mail yet? I know. I think I saw they got mailed out. I wasn't going to order any Pope cards because they seemed silly, but then I heard a few people asking about them, and I was like, maybe these are a thing that's worth owning. Seems like the print run on the Pope cards was like over 100,000, which was one of the biggest Topps Now runs ever. See who gets the smoke short prints. couple of inserts there. Thought that pack felt thick. All right, what do we have coming up here? We have a Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites, I believe, for the second time. Lazaro Montes and D'Angelo Ortiz chromes. Mike Trout on the insert. Christian Moore VIP. Chase Hampton chrome. Travis Bazzana chrome. Still looking for our autograph. We have a Colt Emerson and our second Yafri Rodriguez chrome in the back there. Nobody bid on the Pope cards. Nope on the Pope, says Takumi. And we're still looking for the box 3 autograph. Judge is a little better. Lifetime OPS over 1,000. Better than the Pope or better than Shoei? Lifetime. I didn't realize Judge's lifetime OPS was over 1,000. That's pretty impressive. Almost as impressive, or maybe more impressive than the 400 average they have for most of the season. Greatness loading. Kevin McGonigal. We have Kevin McGonigal again on the X-Fractor. So a good McGonigal night so far tonight. Steven Echevarria, chrome first. We have a lime green paper, Manny Machado, numbered 165 of 399. And that is a beautiful autograph, numbered to 499, 484 of 499. Another nice hobby auto. Josue Briseño. Beauty there. Nice centering on that one. That's a good-looking card. We have a wave refractor behind that, and that is Bryce Rayner. So what a Detroit stack we have going on here. Dylan Fine chrome. Roman Anthony top 100. Yoniger Ugarte and Connor Griffin finish off that huge stack there. Lots of hits coming on. J-Rod. Yep, still looking for any kind of J-Rod color. I'm sure we have some paper of him on the board, but I have not seen him anything colorful on him yet. So we got a lime green paper, a wave refractor, a refractor auto, and an X-Fractor. And 3 of those hits came out Detroit Tigers. Let's take the jack lines down. We'll get that Briseño up there with Morlando. 2 very nice hits so far out of the 3 hobby boxes for autos. So on average, I would say these hobby boxes, this is actually a new case of hobby boxes that we just started tonight. So the start of our second case of hobby boxes, doing pretty well on autos. That was a beautiful set of packs, especially if you're a Tigers fan. As if things aren't good enough if you're a Tigers fan already, with another nice win today with Kiner Moreno on the mound, this time against the Giants, picking up a 3-1 win today. The 1 o'clock game. Not like I would know a lot about that game. I definitely didn't bet on it. That's not why I know so much about the game. We have a blue shimmer first coming up here. I see a Tampa Bay logo behind this Brett Lauder, and it is Owen Wild, 86 of 150. Big-time pitching prospect, getting the pretty off-centered blue shimmer. That might be send back to Topps to have them redeem that one off-centerness. Cam Smith on the chrome. Kobe Mayo, greatness loading rookie. Fabian Lopez and Hyunsuk Jang on the chromes. Fernando Cruz and Jose Perdomo chromes. Let's take a look at that Owen Wild as we sleeve it up. That one is quite off center. Whoever has the Owen Wild spot tonight, I would imagine that Topps is redeeming something for you for that card. Hopefully another Owen Wild, but I don't know if anybody caught that somebody sent in a redemption and they got a Christian Moore 1 of 5 red autograph back. I don't know what Topps was doing, holding a Christian Moore 1 of 5 red autograph to give as a redemption and not putting that in boxes. That seems totally wild, but somebody got a heck of a card from sending in a redemption to Topps. You ordered Trump posing as Pope cards? That's a thing? We have a mini diamond coming up here. Max Clark VIP, Gary Gill Hill on the mini diamond. Franklin Arias getting on the board for the second time in Chrome for tonight. James Wood, that is a beautiful red rookie. He has to have Rookie of the Year status, I would think. He didn't play that many games last year. Ichiro Cano Hernandez, and speaking of Christian Moore, there he is in Chrome. Top 100, Justin Crawford. I think it's the first time I've seen that top 100 card. Drew Jones and George Clausen finish off hobby box number 3. I'm going to sleeve up these cards. I'm going to shift over some of these piles, and we'll get right into jumbo box number 1, box number 4 of the night. I'm going to put this one up on a stand. That is a good-looking James Wood there, and that's probably nicest James Wood we've hit so far. Franklin Arias having another nice Chrome night on the board twice. Gary Gill Hill, first hit for him. I believe we have one Chrome card, but first refractor for Gary Gill Hill. And let's shift some stuff over. Let's see. I'm sending in all of your cards, says Takumi. Better than showy. All right, shifting over these piles so we have room for these 2 jumbos. All right, here we go into the jumbo portion of the break. Let's see how many boxes are left. There are 2 boxes, 2 jumbo boxes, and 6 more autographs to come in the break. So far, so good. The autos have been coming out very nicely in this break so far. Started off with a Jack Lyons, a little bit slow, but since then, followed that up with a True Blue PJ Morlando and a refractor to 499 Josue Briseño. Both of those cards look really good centering-wise and surface and everything that I could tell from a quick scan. So PJ Morlando and Josue Briseño with 2 very nice hits. Midday auto coming, says Jeremy. Last couple breaks, we've been doing pretty well in Midday. We had 2 autos of him the other day. Let's see how we're going to start off the jumbos today. Scanning through the papers, we have a Fernando Cruz Chrome, Fabian Lopez on the board for the second time, Drew Jones, David Ortiz Jr., Jose Perdomo, so some names we've heard already, with a top 100 of PJ Morlando. Having a big PJ Morlando night. Patrick says, just missed what you said, so sorry, what's left? There are 2 jumbo boxes left, so 6 more autographs to come. We got Meb in the room. Almost forgot about this that we're breaking tonight. Well, Meb, you missed some technical issues, so good time to jump in now. We are now 2 boxes from the end. We added a couple blasters as a thank you to you guys for your patience. We have 4 inserts coming up here, which is weird. Cruz on the insert. Let's make sure none of these are numbered. Trey Sweeney on the insert, which goes to the insert only spot. Brooks Lee on the greatness loading rookie. None of them numbered. Charlie Condon VIP. So weird seeing 4 inserts in a pack. Ichiro Cano Hernandez getting Chrome. Walker Janik on the board for the second time. Yansel Villarreal, Hyun-Suk Jang, and Cam Smith. And our top 100, Cam Caminiti, number 85. Stopped commenting on the rankings a while ago, but I feel like we're getting some cards that I haven't seen either in a while or at all. The Cam Caminiti 85 feels like a pretty fair ranking to me. Dylan Cruz getting his third rookie insert of the night. So a decent night for Cruz so far. Let's see if this bottom row pack has an autograph in it, as it seems like we have seen pretty often. Let's see. Meb saying so far out of blasters, you've hit a Burns and Teal auto. That's not bad. We have a red redemption, Hurston Waldrop here. And our first autograph is, how about that one for a weird autograph out of this set? Walker Jenkins, base chrome non-first Walker Jenkins auto. That is my third non-first, non-rookie auto that we've pulled, all of big-time prospects. I think they all are big-time prospects that sign non-firsts. Jesus Lopez, Conrad Kaysen, George Clausen, Christian Moore, Hyunsuk Jang on the Reptilian. And in the back, we have a Bubba Chandler. Anybody hear any word on when Bubba Chandler might be coming to the majors? Are they keeping him down in the minors, knowing that the team is just not ready to hit behind him at the major league level, and they don't want to make him feel like he's not producing if he's not able to get wins with no run support? I thought he would have been in the majors at this point based on how well he's been performing in the minors and in spring. And a beauty of a fourth auto of the break there. Congrats, Walker Jenkins spot, getting the ink. Let's see. I'm going to take that case and actually, you know what? I'll just shift some stuff over. We'll keep the Kaysen up there. We'll keep the Morlando and the Briseño in the middle, and we'll keep the Kaysen up there for now. All right, and what do we have in the chat? A lot of non-firsts. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely hit more non-firsts this year than I have in other years to start 2025, and it hasn't been a bad thing. I mean, Christian Moore, I forgot who the other one was, maybe Connor Griffin, and now Walker Jenkins. So some nice prospects going to bottom packs because they most likely won't have another autograph since we have one. We have another red rookie, Jackson Jobe. Nice one there. Jackson Jobe, red rookie. We have Sasaki on the rookie insert. Esteban Gonzalez, chrome. Rafael Flores, Cole Fontanelle, O'Neill Perez, and Gregory Barrios, chromes. And a top 100 of Noah Schultz, number 16, for the extremely tall lefty for the White Sox. Haven't checked his stats all that recently. Let's see. Debut. What? Let's see. They had a debut tonight. They had a debut tonight. Who? Oh, the Pirates. Ashcraft was a debut. Yeah, they brought up a couple guys, but they haven't brought him up yet. We have a yellow wave, I believe, coming up here. Let's see what's coming up. Kumar Rocker on the Rockstar Rookies. Bryce Eldridge, VIP. Luis Pena back on the board for the second time in Chrome. Braylon Payne. Didier Fuentes. Another Quinn Matthews. We've had a lot of him tonight. And a first, O'Neill Perez. We've had some nice O'Neill Perez's already this year. Number 33 of 75 on the yellow wave refractor. Tommy Troy on the top 100 in the back. We hit an O'Neill Perez SP Bowman foil card last break or 2 breaks ago or 3 breaks ago. Back on the board tonight with another nice one in yellow. Luis Pena got on the board, so I would have to imagine we're going to see another Jesus Madej coming up soon. 3 autos in each jumbo. Yes, that is correct. 1 out so far. Should not be 1 in this pack. And then we'll have a chance to pull an auto again starting next pack. We do have another color hit here. Abnormally high number of refractors in this box. Rhett Lauder, Rookie of the Year favorites. Colt Emerson, VIP. Another Jack Caglione. In chrome, Winston Santos. In chrome, Aspel Gonzalez and Malcolm Moore. And the blue reptilian is a blue color match. Victor Rodriguez, number 109 of 150. I know. I was hoping that was going to be an Eduardo Quintero, Darren, but it was one of the other Dodgers prospects. Tayron Lorenzo in the back, the other catcher we talked about before in the Detroit organization, going to the insert only spot. As we get God Bless America in the background of the Angels game right now. Say this is about the 7th inning stretch of our break. Fitting to have the 7th inning stretch, God Bless America, on in the background there. All right, let's see what other autos we can get out of this hobby box. Another Dylan Cruz and an Engith Arena base auto. So 2 base autos out so far. Engith Arena and Walker Jenkins. Chrome of Ismael Javier, PJ Morlando, Sammy Hernandez, Cam Caminiti, and Mitch Jeb, with a top 100 of Robert Calles. Number 28 for Robert Calles feels wild. I haven't even heard of Robert Calles being in top 100 lists, no less number 28. I was confused why he was in this product at all. And to see that they have a rank number 28 seems interesting. I know Meb said that the agents kind of pay things off to get the people in here. Also, this Engith Arena signature, what is that? That is top 10 worst signatures I've ever seen. Bubba should be soon. I hope so, Frank. I'm ready for it. Ready to see him start K'ing at the major league, K'ing people at the major league level. Engith Arena with the laziest autograph. We have a JJ Weatherholt greatness loading. Aiden Miller VIP. Edglin Perez Chrome. Kellen Lindsay. Ricardo Yan. Nick Kurtz. And there's Weatherholt. Base chrome there. Sky blue paper of Aaron Estrada. Not a bad one there. With Kyle Teal on the top 100. Frank, are you a Pirates fan? I know they're struggling as much as they are. I still, in theory, like the Pirates in like the not too distant future to be a good team, as hard as it is to say that right now with the offensive struggles. But if they can spend a little bit of money next offseason, they have so much pitching talent that it's crazy that they're struggling as much as they have. VIP Walker Jenkins on the insert. Cobb Hightower back on the board for the second time. Colt Emerson, Chase Hampton, Franklin Arias for the third time in chrome, and Cody Freeman. Top 100, Chase Burns, number 17. Calles hit 327 in A-ball as an 18-year-old. Loaded up on him. All right. Well, I hope, Meb, for your sake, that that continues. Was that still in your Rocky fandom days, or was that last year? This year, 237. Oof. That's how you plummet. That's how you skyrocket, and that's how you plummet. All right, we shouldn't have an autograph here, and then we should have one more in the bottom stack. Still looking for a color autograph out of this first jumbo box. Kobe Mayo, Rockstar Rookies. Samuel Basayo, VIP. Chromes of Kevin Castillo, Esteban Mejia, Bishop Letson, Yumin Lin, and Caleb Lomavita. And in the back, top 100, number 6, Max Clark. Lomavita and Mayo getting cards there. And which pack is the autograph going to be in? We got a Brandon Sproat in the back here. Speaking of guys whose stock is falling to start the season, we might have a blue X-Fractor auto coming up here. Good luck, everybody. What are we going to get? We're going to get a Kobe Mayo Sky Blue paper, number 364 of 499. And then the X-Fractor. Oh, boy. 2 non-first autographs in a jumbo box, but 2 beauties, Walker Jenkins and Jack Caglione, blue X-Fractor, number 17 of 150. That is awesome. Lazaro Montes, greatness loading. More Kevin McGonigal tonight in the chrome. Corey Lewis, Lucas Ramirez, Carlos Tavares, and Cameron Sullivan. And then a top 100 Brandon Sproat. Who has Cags tonight? That is quite a hit. Some very interesting auto hits tonight. I think we might have to put that in the middle there with the Briseño, even though it's not a first. A Cags auto is huge even when it's not a first. So is a Walker Jenkins auto. Is our Cags owner in the break? We hit a yellow Cags last week, but this one outdoes that by quite a bit. Blue X-Fractor auto. McGonigal. Keep saying his name tonight. And one more pack left from Jumbo Box. What is the number? What number is the Kobe Mayo Sky Blue? 364 of 499. There's Quintero in the back and a top 100. We have a Jackson Jobe Rookie of the Year favorites. More Jack Caglione on the greatness loading. Lazaro Montes Chrome. Yonica Ugarte. Combined his names. Sebastian Walcott. Jose Perella and Samuel Basayo finish off our chromes, and a top 100 of Eduardo Quintero finishes up jumbo box number 1. One more jumbo box coming. Let's get some more first autographs on the board now. You hit a 357 in a blaster box of the Mayo. For a sec, you thought you went back to back. Close. Gonna collect the whole spectrum there. Every Kobe Mayo Sky Blue paper. Probably wouldn't be the worst collection ever. It's probably pretty undervalued right now with between the way that the Orioles are playing and the fact that he hasn't made it back to the majors. Jacob getting the Cags. Jacob, happy we could pull one for you. Jacob was one of our biggest Cags chasers in draft. And now we managed to, that might be the lowest number Cags auto I've pulled you. And it's out of 2025. Trying to remember if I pulled a lower numbered Cags there. Saw Lazaro Montes last week. He mashed, should be in AA. He's a big guy, isn't he? All right, we have the last box of the break starting right now. Yamamoto on the top. Bunch of upside down stuff. And our first autograph starts with the first pack. And it's a nice one. Yeremy Cabrera, chrome first. Javier Magallon, chrome. David Ortiz Jr. and Jose Perdomo. And going to the back, we have a top 100 of Bryce Rayner. So Magallon, but our first autograph of box number 5 of the night. Second jumbo after finishing all 3 hobbies and 2 blaster boxes. We have a nice auto there. We're going to go across the top row next and see if all of the autographs are going to be there. Let's see. Frank says, just love baseball. Once Chandler Skeens and Jared Jones all together, watch out. I agree, Frank. That is going to be a crazy rotation. And I mean, the production they're getting from like guys like Mitch Keller now even is pretty crazy. All right, let's go across the top row. Actually, yeah, let's do it. He signed it with a Y. Yes, he did. Oh, yeah. It looks like There is a Y at the end of Jeremy there. Oh, we have a refractor here. Oh, I've never seen one of these. What a Kobe Mayo night we're having. What a strange break this is. Kobe Mayo, refractor auto. Is that who was just commenting about him? Takumi, do you have Kobe Mayo tonight? Refractor auto with a nice looking signature there. Number 402 of 499. Rookie auto. Cade Horton behind that in chrome. Nate Nankill, Jackson Humphreys, Carlos Tavares, Cameron Sullivan. So 2 autos in the first 2 packs. Carson Benj, top 100. That is 3 non-first autographs now. Cags, Walker Jenkins, and Kobe Mayo. We are having a very interesting, not in a bad way, but a very interesting break tonight. Some big name autos, though. We now have ink of Kobe Mayo, Walker Jenkins, Jack Caglione, PJ Morlando, and Josue Briseño, and Jeremy Cabrera to add on top of that. In Zane, there's, oh my God, yeah, really, the Condon spot has been quiet so far tonight. All right, let's finish this first stack. You were just calling Mayo for someone else? Well, it worked. The Hops games on MLB TV. Who are the Hill? No, who are the Hops? We have a Christian Moore greatness loading. Elvin Garcia chrome, Dowell Joseph, Johnny Lavelle, Connor Griffin, and Dylan Fine. Top 100, Paulinho Santana. Waldschmidt, we've said his name once in chrome tonight. We have a yellow pattern paper A's outfielder. Lawrence Butler, interesting one there. There's a color match with the yellow on the A's. Butler's been on fire recently. 67 of 75. I think he has a 5-game, or at least going into today. I don't know if they played. He had a 5-game extra base hit streak. Dylan Cruz, Rockstar Rookies. I think that's his 5th insert we've hit. Colt Emerson, VIP. Paulinho Santana, Chrome. Engetha Reyna, Carson Benj, Steven Echevarria, and Romeo Sanabria Chromes. And a top 100, Gary Gill Hill. I know I've said Condon's name in inserts at least, but we want more than that for you. Lavelle, Sanabria, Cruz, and a yellow pattern. Pattern looks weird on the yellow card. You can barely make it out, but we'll take the color match there for Lawrence Butler. Let's see. Watch them all, but my interests. Pitches on Wednesday. Is your son pitching on Wednesday? Drew Jones and Waldschmidt on the team. We have a sky blue paper coming up here. I'm going to try and avoid this last auto until the end, but I have no idea where it's going to be after we had 2 out of the top row. We have a Kyle Teal greatness loading insert. Max Clark VIP, Jack Penny, Alejandro Rosario, Anderson Brito, Aspel Gonzalez, Malcolm Moore. We've said their names quite a few times tonight. We have Yafri Rodriguez getting a sky blue paper. We've hit some nice sky blue papers tonight. Drake Baldwin on the top 100. I saw he went 3 for 3 yesterday. Seems like he's settling in at the major league level. The Braves catching now major leaguer. Let's say prospect. Demetrius Kristanis just had a season-ending surgery. I liked him as a sleeper that really nobody talks about. And from what I've heard, I haven't seen him play, has been playing way higher than expected, way better than expected. Nice Yafri Rodriguez hit there. I know we can avoid an autograph for at least one more pack here. And then I have no idea where in these next couple stacks this next autograph is going to be. We have a rookie refractor, Nick York on the redemption. Jace Young on the Rookie of the Year favorites die cut. Chin-Wei Lin, Richard Matic, Will Simpson, David Ortiz Jr., and Jose Perdomo. And Owen Casey on the top 100, number 39. See if we see him at some point before the end of the season. Interesting that they decided to call Ballesteros up over Casey when they had the Ian Happ injury. So we'll see at what point they would consider bringing up Owen Casey. I know he's had a pretty tough start to the season, so maybe they're waiting for him to heat up. Certainly makes sense. All right, what do we have here? Top row has had all of our autographs so far. We have a Carson Williams VIP, no autograph in this pack, starting with a Lucas Ramirez. Jack Caglione on the board again. Winston Santos, Chrome, Blake Walters, and Humberto Cruz. And top 100, Alejandro Rosario. Been saying his name all night tonight, too. I know he went down with a, I believe, season-ending injury. Somebody said last break as well. Top 100, maybe even top 50 pitching prospect Rosario. And let's see. Will we have a last auto in the top row? No. So we still have some mystery to come. James Wood, Rockstar Rookies. Christian Moore, VIP. Robert Callas, Chrome. Javier Magallon. Another Walker Jenkins to add to his auto. Hyunsuk Jang and Cam Smith Chromes. So it was certainly a little feast or famine tonight. Xavier Isaac, top 100. We did get some variety, but we definitely missed some names like the mention of Charlie Condon, who we have not even hit in a base chrome tonight. All right, we have a refractor and a base auto out of this box so far. One more auto to go. If I see color, I'll try and hold it till the end. Jared Sundstrom Chrome. Zaire Hope back on the board for, I think, the second time. Andrew Painter. Jose Perella. Samuel Basayo. Top 100, Walker Jenkins. Having himself quite a night. Best Walker Jenkins night in a while. Let's go here next. That looks like it might be our autograph. Let's see. It is our autograph, and it's a shortstop. And it is Franyiber Montilla behind the Bazana insert. So our last autograph of the night, we ended up with 2 base and a refractor to 499. Some nice names, though. Montilla, Cabrera, and Mayo. So even though we didn't hit a low-numbered autograph in that box, that was a pretty nice autograph box still. Schwellenbach on the Greatness Loading. Justinson Garcia on the Chrome. Seaver King. Yeremy Cabrera, George Clausen, and Christian Moore. Some nice chromes there. And in the back, Kevin McGonigal, top 100. It has been a pretty nice Tigers night across the board. Franyiber Montilla, I would like to put this one up in the display, but I think I'm going to leave everything that's up there right now. That is a nice autograph, though, for Montilla. Cabrera, Clausen, and Justinson. Second time on the board for the password. 2 more packs left. See if there's any more hits still to come in this one. We have pack number 1. I don't see anything color in here. Kevin Alcantara, Rookie of the Year favorites. Thomas Sajazi, Rockstar Rookies. Greatness Loading, Luis Angel Acuna. And VIP, Aiden Miller. Still no numbered on the 4 insert pack. Jonathan Long, Chrome. Emilian Petrie. Caden Kendall, Didier Fuentes. And Quinn Matthews. Been saying that name all night. Drew Gilbert, top 100. Let's see. Frank says at same Aqua Sox game got Colt Emerson, Lazaro Montes, Michael Mayo, and Ty Pete autos. That Seattle organization is loaded, and you got all their autographs in one game. That's Crazy. We do have one more hit coming. We have a gold shimmer coming up here as our last hit of the break. So good luck. Anybody who's looking for one more big hit. Christian Campbell, top 100. Chrome VIP, Chase Burns insert. Chrome Hagen Smith, Sammy Stafora. Franklin Arias for a fourth time. Cody Freeman, and a first gold shimmer. The way we started tonight with a Jack Lyons base auto, we're going to end with a Jack Lyons gold shimmer, numbered 37 of 50 for the Rays shortstop prospect. Late draft pick there. All right, we're going to sleeve up the hits here. We'll go through all of the hits for tonight. We're going to be back on Thursday. Brian's ripping another half case of hobby boxes. And then I'll be back next Sunday. Then I think next week, Brian's going to be running Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to stick with just my usual Sundays now that we're back off of a holiday schedule. Let's see. Meb saying I have Jack Penny. Wrong Jack. We did hit him a couple of times. But, yeah, not like we hit Jack Lyons. All right. Let's see what we got. In terms of, we have had some crazy Franklin Arias nights. 4 Franklin Arias chromes. Kevin McGonigal, J.J. Weatherholt, Luis Pena. Kevin McGonigal for a second time. Slade Caldwell, Jesus Madej. Luis Pena. Interesting that we got 2 Luis Penas and only 1 Jesus Madej. That doesn't happen very often. And J.J. Weatherholt for a second time. In chrome. Going to the big stack of top-loaded cards, we have Engith Arena on the Reptilian, Hyunsuk Jang, Paulinho Santana, Johnny Lavelle, Corey Lewis, Blake Walters, and Carson Benj, and Romeo Sanabria, and Kevin Castillo. So mostly firsts on the Reptilians. Sky Blues. Let's go to that next. We had Yafri Rodriguez, Kobe Mayo, Aaron Estrada, and Josue Briseño, Sky Blue Papers, and Hesong Kim. So 5 really nice Sky Blue Papers. 2 rookies, 3 firsts. We had the yellow pattern Lawrence Butler paper, Engith Arena base auto, Victor Rodriguez blue Reptilian, O'Neill Perez yellow wave, Gary Gill Hill, Tink Hence, and Victor Rodriguez on our mini diamonds. Owen Wild on the blue shimmer, Jack Lyons base autograph. Manny Machado, lime green paper. Bryce Rayner, wave refractor. Shota Imanaga, blue pattern. Lucas Ramirez and Corey Lewis, X-Fractors. Samuel Basayo, aqua shimmer. Alejandro Rosario, lime green paper. Tsung-Chi Chang on the wave. Jonah Tong, I believe this is pink or rose paper. Jack Lyons, gold shimmer, and Franier Bermontia base auto. Going to the back, we have the Conrad Kaysen number to 100 titanium refractor. Kevin McGonigal, our 3rd X-Fractor. Yermi Cabrera base autograph. James Wood, red redemption. Walker Jenkins base auto. Let's see, 4 really nice ones on the board. I guess I'll go Kobe Mayo refractor auto next. 402 of 499 there. Then we're going to go Josue Briseño refractor auto, 484 of 499. And then our 2 blues, our 2 big hits. Tough to say which one of these 2 is bigger. Jack Caglione on the blue X-Fractor or PJ Morlando on the true blue first auto. 2 big blue hits tonight. All right, let's check in with the chat before we sign off for tonight. Again, thank you for the patience, everybody working through the tech news. We made it eventually. Let's see. Frank saying Durangelo Cinci with the Aqua Sox, the multi multi-arm pitcher. Meb's son Casey pitching for the D-backs farm system right now. Came up to high A after they played up there. Thank you, Takumi. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight, and we will see you back on Brian's stream on this Thursday. All right, everybody, have a good start to your short Memorial Day, post-Memorial Day work week. Thanks, everybody.